Hi everyone. So, this is my first video on this channel, and as you can see, my hair is not even done. I am wearing these clothes that I usually wear at home. My background is not set, so you can understand that this decision was quite random and impulsive. Um, Actually, I took this decision because my New Year resolution was and is to let go of some of my fears, one of which comprises of the fear of being seen, uh, putting yourself out there for people to see. I guess it is a quite common fear because I have seen many people talking about this, that they struggle with public speaking, making public appearances, um, sharing their opinions in public, and this has to do a lot with your confidence. Many people think that if you are good at communication, then uh, maybe you might get over this fear. But mine is something different. I mostly fear of being judged, and not from strangers, but the people whom I know very well, my friends, my relatives, uh, all those people. The thing is, I am scared that what after someone finds me cringe? What happens after someone thinks that, oh, this person should be rejected? But I have been telling myself all these days that people who spend a lot of time judging you are not the very successful ones, because successful people don't really have time to spend on someone else. Mm. They don't spend their time judging people. A successful person must have struggled a lot, so they know the value of struggle. If they see someone trying, they automatically get reminded of the time they were also struggling, they were also trying to achieve a similar kind of thing. Everyone has different goals, but to achieve that goal everyone has to try and try and try really hard until they achieve it. So this is a common factor in everyone. So I have been telling myself that people who are really successful are the ones that matter, because energies never lie. I am not a very spiritual, religious person, but I am a spiritual person, and I believe energy never lies. The kind of energy you surround yourself with is the kind of person you are um, molding yourself into. Uh, we often think that we cannot control who we are, who we will be in the near future, but you are the only person who can control it. You are the only person who can change yourself. It's not like if you are someone or something today, that doesn't mean you have to stay the same person tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. You can change yourself every minute, every second. This is something I have understood, I have realized. So with this realization, I have promised myself that I have to put myself out there as much as possible. If you think about it in that way, making yourself invisible or trying to make yourself invisible actually makes you smaller. uh, you cannot reach your full potential until you are setting yourself free. uh, Making yourself invisible doesn't solve anything, doesn't do anything to you. You keep losing your worth until you just forget what you deserve, what you're worth of. um, you just start thinking that, oh, this is not something I can be ever. But you you can't remember the fact that there was a time when this was really easy to you, this felt easy to you. But since you did not do it, you did not take the initiative to do it, it is suddenly seeming impossible. But it's not. um, I'm not saying it is easy, but we have to try, right? We all have to try. Without trying, we just can't give up. I feel like the fear of being seen also limits our passions, our ideas, our values. And I don't want to stay this person anymore. Someone who thinks before taking every step, and she thinks so much that she can't ultimately take the first step. And my first step today was putting out this video in a public forum, in a public channel where people will see me. So maybe this is a sign from the universe to start making yourself seen as well. See, it doesn't take a lot, you know. As I have already mentioned, I'm wearing the home clothes, I'm not even ready. I didn't even bother to put lipstick on my face. And mind you, I'm someone who loves to get dressed and everything. But I think if I see the real me on the camera, I would be able to speak better. Because I mean, I don't, I wouldn't have to think that how am I looking? What if I look stupid? Because I'm pretty sure I already look stupid in this hair and everything. So this is not something I am bothered about. The fact that I'm fighting my fear is what is actually important to me right at this moment. Priorities may change. uh, After some time, I might feel that, oh, okay, I'm doing better at this sector, so let's get ready, let's get dressed. So right now it's not my priority. It's just that I don't feel like it. I also think with this, I might be able to connect with more authentic people, people who do not fear to be real. Mm. These are the people whom I respect a lot. Like, you might not live in a fancy house, you might not have fancy luxurious things, uh, you might not have a lot of money, but that doesn't mean you would go around copying someone else. Stop being yourself, because that just increases your problem. That just strips you off from your identity. And identity is something you can't buy with money. You can spend lots and lots of money, but you won't get identity being sold in the market. Of course, if you are trying to be an imposter and do illegal things, buy a fake ID, that's different. But I am speaking legally. We don't want to go to jail, do we? So it's just that if you put yourself out in the public, you can be the most authentic self of yourself. Why am I saying this? Because you wouldn't try to copy someone else, because that's what most people is doing on the internet. Why not do something different? And this times that we are living in, being yourself is the most difficult thing to do, and the most rare thing to do. So people automatically connect with your energy. If you are being yourself, they will automatically look at you and be like, oh, so amazing, this is the person who is always real. This person feels true, this person feels like me, this person feels like someone whom I can approach, whom I can take a help from if I need. So that is very important. Connections are very important. Human beings are meant for connections. No matter how introverted of a person you are, you you won't like lock yourself in a room and think that, oh, okay, I'm good. Even the most introverted person I know has one friend. Maybe they do not have a whole friend circle or a friend group, but they have one friend. That is something very important. um, Having that one person with whom you can share everything. Not everything, maybe it's up to you what kind of information you're going to share, but at least something. So if you have come till the end of the video, this video is really short, but I don't care, right? We don't care what people think, right? So if you have come till the end of the video, um, it's a request from my end. Just upload that video, upload that piece of work that you did. You think which is not good enough, but still upload it. What will happen? No one is going to arrest you, or no one is going to throw you out of the house because you shared something on the internet, right? That's not gonna happen. So what's the worst that can happen? People will call you cringe, right? People will judge you. You will lose one or two friends, but just ask yourself ultimately, were they even your friends? Friends, people who judge you behind your back, are they really your people? So why stay with people who are not even your people? You can have hundreds of better friends if you want. And I know you deserve that. You deserve those hundreds of, not hundreds, of course. If you're not someone who doesn't like a lot of people around yourself, not 100, but one at least. If you're if you are with one person, make sure that one person really knows you, that they know what you want in your life. Do not be with that person who is like, okay, I think you're cool, but they don't know that you're hiding behind a mask. And as soon as you take off the mask, they're like, yo, no, I can't be with you. That is not your person. That is never your person. So choose your person, and yeah, goodbye. I have to comb my hair and make my hair. Bye bye.